Have you ever wondered why some people make more money every single year, yet they stay completely trapped under crushing financial pressure? While on the flip side, others making a much more modest income just quietly build real lasting wealth? It's a fascinating paradox, really, and it's exactly what we're going to unpack today. So, why do high earners stay broke? It kind of feels contradictory, right? I mean, we've all been sold this myth that a higher salary automatically equals financial freedom. We think, hey, if I just make more money, all my money problems will literally disappear. But as we're going to see, that's simply not true.
The immediate, simple answer, it's just one word: behavior. See, money enters your life through your income, for sure, but it leaves through your behavior, your identity, and the way you fundamentally think about money. It's not just about what you earn, it's about what you actually do once that money hits your bank account.
Part 1. The high income illusion. Myth versus reality. Okay, let's dive right into this and dismantle a universally accepted myth. Let's look at the core problem: earning more versus spending more. See, a higher salary will absolutely improve your life for a little while. But if your spending rises at the exact same speed as your earnings, well, your actual financial situation never really changes. You're making more, sure, but you have zero real financial freedom because every single extra bit of cash you gain is instantly going right out the door. It's what we call the upgraded trap. When people get promoted, they don't usually just naturally save that extra cash. Culturally, we are completely wired to upgrade. Better phones, bigger cars, expensive clothes, premium subscriptions. You work harder to get a promotion, but you just end up running on a much more expensive hamster wheel. You might have a luxurious lifestyle, yeah, but absolutely no savings and no investments. Let's look at the tale of two earners who both get the exact same raise. On one side, we have the upgrader. They immediately upgrade their apartment, their car, their wardrobe, the whole shebang. But on the other side, the saver. They take that exact same raise and increase their savings, their investments, and their financial buffer. Both earned more, but only one became wealthier. Because if your money habits are weak, a higher income really just gives your weaknesses a much larger budget. Part 2. The silent lifestyle trap: how spending grows.
Now, this is where things get a little sinister because this particular financial villain is entirely invisible. We're talking about lifestyle inflation. Think of it like a formal psychological phenomenon. It's the silent growth of spending as your income rises, and it's almost always disguised and justified as success. It's so dangerous because it feels completely normal. Nobody wakes up and says, I'm going to destroy my financial future today. Instead, we justify it. We tell ourselves, well, I work hard, I deserve this, or hey, I can afford it now. And that leads to a pretty stark internal reality. Every new rupee earned is already spoken for. The really scary part is that from the outside, this person looks incredibly successful, right? Premium food, the latest gadgets. But on the inside, they are completely stuck in a gilded cage. Their lifestyle has quietly consumed every single bit of their extra income. Part 3. The cost of comparison. The social media effect. Now, what's really interesting about this part is how external comparison artificially inflates our needs. Because, let's be honest, we don't spend in a vacuum. In the past, comparison was strictly local. It was your neighbors, your family, your coworkers. But today, oh, it is global, and it is a daily, relentless barrage. You aren't just trying to keep up with the Joneses next door anymore. You're keeping up with creators, celebrities, and influencers all over the world, literally every single time you unlock your phone. That creates an immense amount of pressure. Because what you're actually seeing is an edited reality. Perfect vacations, luxury meals, brand new cars, spotless homes. Social media constantly bombards us with these highly curated highlights. And here is the real kicker. Even if those things are financed or borrowed or just rented for an hour, your brain subconsciously tries to match them. It's wild. Many people aren't spending based on what they actually need. They're spending based on this entirely artificial comparison.
People feel they must look successful before they actually become secure. It's a heavy thought, isn't it? And honestly, there is zero shame here. This modern pressure happens to absolutely everyone. It is so incredibly easy to fall into the trap of looking the part before you've actually built the foundation to support it.
Part 4. Why you need margin. The false shield. Let's slow things down for a second.
Because we really need to look at the fragile reality behind the numbers. A high salary often creates a very false shield. High income plus high obligations equals the illusion of safety. When your income rises, you feel protected. You think more money means more security. But if your debt and expenses rise right alongside it, you are building a fortress on a house of cards. Without a real emergency fund, a single medical issue, a job loss, or a business slowdown can instantly break a high earner's entire system.
So what's the antidote? It's margin. Margin simply means having savings, low fixed costs, and enough room to survive pressure without panic. This is a timeless, old-school money lesson. Wealth is often built by people who simply live below their means for a long time. They flat out refuse to let their lifestyle fully absorb their income, no matter how much they make. But maintaining that margin today, it is incredibly hard because of what I call the invisible drain. Food delivery apps, ride-sharing, premium subscriptions, one-tap payments. Everything is just so easy to buy instantly. You don't physically feel the cash leaving your hand the way older generations did. A few invisible, daily taps on your screen can quietly destroy an entire month of financial progress before you even realize what happened. Part 5. Systems for True Wealth. Giving money direction. Let's move to the solution and see how this all builds together. It's time to shift from the stress of these invisible drains to actually taking empowering behavioral control. Look, spending gives you instant pleasure, but direction gives you future power. A person truly becomes wealthy when their money is given a job, saving, investing, or building future options. You're literally buying yourself time, calm, and freedom down the road. If your money has no direction, it just vanishes into daily life without a trace. So, if you want to stop being high income but broke, you absolutely need a system. Here is your blueprint. 1. Increase your savings every single time your income rises. 2. Keep your fixed expenses ruthlessly low. 3. Separate your true needs from image spending. 4. Build that emergency fund first. 5. Invest early before your lifestyle creeps up. And 6. Track your money. Remember, the goal isn't to reject success at all. It's just to stop success from becoming impossibly expensive. So the crucial point is, the ultimate question you have to ask yourself is this: how much of what you earn stays with you and actually grows? A high income is a really useful tool, absolutely, but real wealth comes from control. If you can deeply learn this one lesson, your income stops being just a temporary comfort and transforms into a real, lasting asset.
But, all this leaves us with one incredibly baffling question. Why do people spend even when they know they shouldn't? What is the hidden psychology driving us to that checkout counter against our own best interests? Well, we're going to uncover the surprising truth behind impulse buying in our next explainer. It's going to be fascinating, and you really won't want to miss it. See you then.